introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the New York Jets. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Time 6 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Danny.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
Here we go, side. You don't want nothing. Pick up the ball.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play.
Hey, Orbit.
On first down, it's Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
It's
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Darnold down to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Darnold from the gun. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
In your face.
On first and 10, Darnold. Green brings it in. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Collectively, great defense. It takes all 11, especially down here toward the goal line.
The call comes in, and the call essentially says all 11 have to make a play here. You have to show toughness. We just saw it there.
One more time with Lindsey, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Philip Lindsey, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like the little bit of courage in play calling, too, because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
On the double. Mike, 57. Check Mike. Pilot, 64. Weak. Hey, echo.
On first down, Hancock. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Johnson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That second down play nets a -4. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Alpha. Squeeze. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. Shift. Check. Go out. Out. Snap.
To throw on third down. Hancock. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Sammy Watkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. Space to maneuver at the 40. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Time, take the mic. 50 seconds the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Mike's 56. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Shoot! Shoot!
Back to throw, Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A first down throw, Darnold. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7, our score. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch the screen.
Here's Darnold. His throw incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. To the air again, Darnold. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
I can't believe they let you play.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready? Check. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the offense up first and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Here's Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 19 yards away, as his guys are back within a single score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
We won it. Hey, Charlie. 57. Mike, 57. Check pass.
2nd and 6. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun. Hancock. And the catch made by Johnson. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Second and 9 now. They'll get this into the hands of Travis Fulgham. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line.
First down, Detroit.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Recon, 132 fighter. 5.
From the gun, Hancock. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Let's go, defense. General West. Defense. Here we go.
throwing on first down. Hancock. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Hancock firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Ed's got to shoot.
Operating from the gun. Hancock. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Situation, let's go. Breakstone, travel. Now. Hey, check Mike 57. You draw Corker. On the ball. Ready?
They give to Johnson going right. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set 91. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. X3, 218, chop it. Time up. Look at me, zipper.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Go.
Watch the curl.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Lions.
This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Hey, Haywood. Hurry. Big trip.
From the gun, Hancock. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo. Didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The Jets take over.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it.
Now it's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. A first update now from Cincinnati. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey.
Patch it.
Yep.
Motion. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go.
Fight.
And they start the second half with Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You got it.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Right here.
Hey, Wahoo!
Check Mike 57. Watch the run. The run. Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Hancock. And this one's incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Chopper! Watch the run, watch the run. Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go, let's go. Hey, Zoo. 52.
Operating from the gun. Hancock. And he fires one, but incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Come on. 56 to Mike. 56.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold trying to lay one up deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Will Harris. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
At the 39-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Protein spill. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the pass. Sponge. Hey, Steve 6. Go.
From the gun, Hancock. Catch made by Fulgham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Break. 57's Mike. Watch the pass. He's checking. 61. Matchbox light. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, Hancock. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Watkins. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Ready.
This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Hancock. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll get this down to the 10. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
57's Mike 57. Cut. 57.
From the gun, Hancock. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Kerryon Johnson, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Hey, Exit.
To throw again. Hancock. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Here's Johnson, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Now it's Lindsey. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On 1st down, Darnold. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Will Harris. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, foxtrot. Check Mike 6.
To throw on 2nd down. Hancock. And he's going to go down again. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
Gator. Check 4. 80 weapon. Hey, Delta.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Check, check. No, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Hey, orbit. Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hancock, throw left side complete. It's Watkins. Touchdown, Detroit. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D. Lady. Shit, shit.
They'll try the left side. It's Green. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Go, son. 56. Mike's 50. Yo, lady. Hey, get in the weight room.
Hey, Echo.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. 56.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Reeves-Maybin came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, Darnold, and it is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Mike 57. He can't hang.
Rick's on travel.
6 guys.
Go.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Switch.
Rock it. Dude.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hancock looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 15-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Hey, Alpha. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike, hit it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Philip Lindsay, 77 yards. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On second down, it's Johnson. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Lions on 3rd down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check, check. Lucky.
Operating from the gun. Hancock. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Here we go, son.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.